Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders up in Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. And a sincere peace and salutations to all the Aki and pushing this word in truth and in all sincerity. The brother Ganar from DC Church coming back at you with a quick video. And also will be quick. I just want to pretty much go into what I was going into the last video about the C-hip and, you know, the possible causes of it, you know, and the human trafficking thing is picking up a lot of steam. And, you know, it's the spirit, because last week when I put up that video, I was just watching previews and I was watching you know, these certain clips online about that new movie Sounds of Freedom. Now the elder Muwatazak and the elder Muwatazak head bro of in LA, and the head bro in Dallas, Elder Yashawamba, you know, they went to the movie and they did a video and pretty much confirmed, you know, through the spirit what I was saying through the spirit. And it was crazy because I never seen that tape. I just terrible accident right there. You guys can see that. It's a lot here. But it just confirms through the spirit, right? What Amos say, can two walk together except they be agreed? You know? It shows that we're in the same spirit and we understand what this devil is doing. What's that? 2 Corinthians 2:11. For we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, lest he should get an advantage. You know, we're not ignorant because why? The spirit of the Lord, the spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, is working within us, and that was just further confirmation for myself. You know, that us here at Great Millstone are on the right track, man. You know, brothers from all different states and different parts of the globe can see through the spirit what's going on. And we're not being fooled by this devil. You know, because that human trafficking thing is a scare tactic. You know, it's a fear tactic to cause you to take that chip. You know, to say, listen, I got to do this for the safety and the betterment of my child. And now we got to get into a point, now that we know what's going on, we have to get to a point where the only thing that we're fearing is Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You know? Because what it say in Sirach 2, towards the end, it says, for we shall fall in the hands of our power and not in the hands of men. It made me think of the story of Susanna, when she was being trapped by those two guards. You know, you know, they was trying to lay with her, and if she didn't lay with them, if she didn't lay with those two guards, they were going to tell her husband that they caught a young man running out of the chambers when she was bathing that. So she was pretty much saying, well, I'm screwed either way, because if I lay with you, I go against my God, and if I go against my God, we already know the judgment, basically. And if I don't do it, then you're gonna pretty much lie and say that I slept with someone else, label me as an adulterer, and I'm gonna get killed anyway. So she was like, if I'm screwed on either way, I'm just gonna go head on and do the right thing. And that's the spirit that we gotta be in. You know? And that's why every man has to be fully persuaded in his own mind. You know? Apostle Tahar said in one of his latest videos, all GMS mean, it just shows you what doctrine that you follow. What do you believe? You know, we're one of the only few that believe part of GMS. But if you're on the fence and you're not fully persuaded in your own mind, you may take that C-HIP, taking into account what they saying over there at ISUBK, what they saying over there in IUIC, what they saying over there in all these other alphabet churches. If you're on the fence and you get calls to take this chip, maybe they're gonna come at your bank account and wipe out your bank account. Someone's gonna hack into your stuff and they're gonna say this is the only way to fix it. Maybe you run out of food. For those of us that has children, they who knows? These are all the causes. This is a part of Jacob's trouble. Now, in Sirach 2:5, it says, acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Men are made acceptable in the furnace of adversity. Faith is not known. I'm roughly paraphrasing that verse too often. But faith is not known when things are all good, man, and prosperity. When you got the money at your disposal, when you can go eat whenever you literally feel like it. You know where your children are. You have a firm hold on your children. Faith is not known in those moments. Faith is known in the time of trouble. When you're faced with a tough decision and you still following you're following the direction of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua in the midst of trouble. You understand? That's where your faith is going to be shown. When you read Salaki. When you read the Maccabees, First Maccabees, the second chapter, starting at I think 51, and it just goes down the line of how all of our foreparents, Abraham, Phinehas, so on and so on. All of those moments where they were found to be faithful men, it was in the heat of a moment. They were being tested and they were found to be righteous because of their decisions in the heat of the moment, man. So it's important to be persuaded in your own mind, because if you're on the fence, you're not gonna follow the directions of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You're gonna get caught up in thinking, the MOTB could be something else. We could be wrong. So let me go ahead and just take this, because why would God want me to starve? Whatever the case may be. Well, that's the same spirit that they were in the wilderness when we left Egypt. Man, why you take us out here in the wilderness? We could just die in Egypt. Woo, woo, woo. But then what happened? Water came out of a rock. Here you go to drink. Quail and manna start falling from the sky at a rapid rate, man, to feed you. You gotta give the Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua time to show His miracles, but you gotta be faithful first. That's why we always get Isaiah 40:28. Has thou not known? Has thou not heard that the everlasting power Yahweh fainteth not, neither is weary? There is no searching of His understanding. We have the greatest power that this universe has to offer, and He got our back, man. So no matter what the situations that we're going through, that should be the stability of your mind, that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to take care of us. It says when the enemy shall roll on us like a flood, then the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. In Isaiah the 49th chapter. Or 59. So like y'all always get it mixed up. Brothers know what I'm talking about. You know? These are the things that's going to keep you stable, man. Because it's going to get real freaky out here, man. Because I didn't see the movie, but I pretty much catch the gist of it. I am going to catch it if I can. You know, the Sounds of Freedom movie. You know, but just reading the comments and a lot of comments about it, you know, a lot of people, it put them in fear, man. They were angry, they were in fear, you know, because it's a movie that was dropped that's talking about now. You know how I say this is based off a true story, but the true story happened years ago. So it's like, damn, that actually happened. But this movie is like, damn, that's actually happening. You know? So it's a different type of fear that it's going to put on people. So people are going to bug out, man. And they're going to run to a sensible solution to their mind, which is that CHIP, man. And they all going to fall victim to Revelations 14:2 on down. They all gonna take the mark, and they're gonna be slated for damnation. You know? So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. There's just some things on my mind. You know, brothers, you guys stay firm. You guys stay firm and build up your foundation. Because Esau's coming. He's coming down like a roaring lion because he know that he have but a short time. You know? Which is why we're seeing the end game now. Alright? So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Kakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders up in Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. And this is sincere peace and salutation to all the Aki and pushing this word of truth and no sincerity. Shalom.